it's Sarah. I've received a lot of recent requests asking me to talk about the Korres Watermelon Lightweight Tinted Moisturizer, and since I was about to review that product anyway, I thought I would review the kit because I'm really impressed with all the products in that kit. And so I will be doing reviews on all three of those products today. The kit is called the Korres Bronze and Protect Trio. It comes with, of course, the Watermelon Lightweight Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 30, the Vitamin E Silicone Free Face Primer, and the Monoi Oil Bronzing Powder. And you can choose between two shades for the set. You can get the lighter shade, which comes with the Sun Glow Light shade of the bronzer, and the light sand shade of the moisturizer, I believe. Or you can get the warmer shade, which has the Sun Glow Warm shade of the bronzer and the medium honey shade of the moisturizer. And that is the set that I got. This trio is available on the Korres website for $28, which is an amazing value considering that this and this alone retail for $28. So if you're interested in one of these products, you might as well get the trio because you might fall in love with the other two products in the kit, which is exactly what happened to me. I got this on the website. I used a coupon code called BUNNY and I got 30% off, so I actually got the kit for $19.60, which I thought was a great value. And I figured to myself, you know, I really just want this product, but, you know, if worse comes to worse, I can just sell these two on eBay if I'm not interested in them when I receive them. Lo and behold, I was interested in them, I tried them out, and I love them both. So I'm going to get started with the review of this Watermelon Lightweight Tinted Moisturizer first. I was looking for something that provided great sun protection without being greasy, and, you know, maybe something that would make me look a little dewier and fresh, because I do have dry skin. I tend to look a little chalky sometimes, and I really like this for that purpose. This suits my skin tone just fine. At times it does look a tinge dark, but really it's not bad. It's a pretty exact match for me. And it does really smell like watermelon, which is kind of weird because you don't usually find watermelon scented cosmetics. But I really like this because it's got great non-greasy sun protection. It gives me a dewy glow, and it does have a little bit of tint in it. The coverage is light to medium and it's very buildable, but I use the minimum amount, and right now I'm actually wearing it. And I don't know if you can tell, I do have kind of a dewy look going on, but I like this. I would use it for the reasons that I just mentioned, but I would not use it for moisturizing because this does not moisturize at all for me. I have quite dry skin, and if anything, I feel like this makes me drier. But one thing I have found useful is if I blend this with a dab of my moisturizer, which for me is Lush's Celestial, which I love so much. If I just blend a dab of this with a dab of Celestial, about a 50-50 mix, maybe a little more of this, it blends a lot more easily onto my skin. It doesn't dry too fast. I know some people complain about this drying way too fast to really blend it in. It won't dry too fast if you mix it with your moisturizer, and it won't dry your skin out as much if you have dry skin like me. So that's just a tip that I find works very nicely. Of course, it will take some of the coverage down a notch, but overall, it'll look great. You'll have that dewy look and you'll have great sun protection, which is so important because for those of you like myself who are approaching their mid-20s, you want to try to prevent aging in any way that you can, and one of the leading causes of aging is sun damage. A lot of us don't really think about the effects of our daily exposure to the sun when we're not using sun protection, and that is the #1 cause of wrinkles and sunspots and what have you. So it's definitely a good idea to wear a good SPF every day if you're going to be going outside at all. It's 1.01 ounces, and it's $28 on its own, again, or $28 for the whole set that I just bought here. The second product is the Monoi Oil Bronzing Powder in Sun Glow Warm. Now, I wasn't going to try this, I was going to sell this because I thought to myself, as somebody with a fair amount of pigment, what do I need a bronzer for? You know, I've always been a big blush girl, and I'd never have even owned a bronzer up till now. But the compact was so pretty, and the shade looked really nice. I don't know how well you can see this, but this is a gorgeous brown shade. No orange tones at all. It's just a beautiful brown with very, very tiny flecks of shimmer. And so I gave this a shot, and I fell in love with it. It gives you the nicest sun-kissed glow if you just apply it strategically to your cheekbone area, your chin, you know, maybe this area a little bit, your T-zone area. It really does give you a lovely glow, even if you're not applying this all over your face to give more of a tan. And I'm not wearing this right now, but I really like that this is not orange at all. This will not make you look orange in the least. And it's also not too shimmery. It's very natural looking. If anything, I think the shimmer only serves to deflect light. It's very hard to see unless you get really, really close to someone's face. And even then, it doesn't look unnatural. So yeah, I really like this. It gives you the best sun-kissed glow. And I also like that it has that Monoi oil in it, because I feel like it's kind of moisturizing that way. Not that it's going to clog your pores or make you shiny or anything, but it just goes on like more smoothly and velvety because it's pressed with that oil. One random thing I noticed, by the way, though, and I don't know if this would bother anyone, it doesn't really bother me, but I noticed that this bronzer smells kind of like Hawaiian Tropic, for those of you who are familiar with this brand. It's a brand that has like Daily Gradual Tanning Moisturizer. It has that distinctive like green tea-ish scent, and that's what this smells like to me. It's not a good or bad thing, it's just weird. And the last product I wanted to review is the Vitamin E Silicone Free Face Primer. This is the travel size. It normally retails for $10, but it comes in this kit. It's 0.34 ounces, and this has a lemony fragrance. It's just this plain white cream, and a little goes a long way. I just use like I would say half a dime sized amount for my whole face, and it makes things go on a lot more smoothly. Now granted, I don't really use foundation much, but I do use concealer for my under eye circles, and I mean, while you're not supposed to use this on your lids, I think it is okay to use it under your eyes, and it does make my under eye concealer go on so much more smoothly. And it also helps my concealer go on to zits more smoothly when I do get zits. And I really like that this doesn't have silicone in it because it's less biodegradable, not as good for the environment, even though it may not be so harmful for us. And I like that it has vitamin E in it because vitamin E is awesome for the skin. It promotes healing, it promotes scar reduction. It's just an awesome vitamin to have in your products. I love the lemony fresh scent to this. It's nice. It kind of wakes you up a little bit. It's not too strong. I just think it's pleasant. It does work well for concealer. I can tell you that much. So that's it. I hope you found my review helpful, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!